Good morning. I'm Meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. It is Saturday morning, 6 a.m. We're on a little early on the live streams just to talk about the potential for severe weather and just general thunderstorms that will be moving through this Saturday morning. We have declared a storm tracker alert day thanks to the Storm Prediction Center's level 2 slight risk for our area this morning. Main threat with this will be some damaging winds, and we can't rule out an isolated tornado. It's likely that any severe weather will be rather spotty. This is not at all going to be a widespread severe weather event. In fact, recent radar trends have been showing some of the limiting factors in this severe weather event. But the one thing that we do know is that we're going to have rain this morning. That'll continue to around 1 o'clock this afternoon. And then there'll be embedded thunderstorms, some heavy downpours for sure. So here's the look at the timing, once again around now until about 1 p.m. And then the main threats, of course, being damaging winds, the possibility of a few spin-up tornadoes, and heavy rain. If you're joining us right now on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to leave a comment. I'm monitoring the comments right now, so you can leave your comments and ask your questions. I know there's going to be questions about the impacts to possible Mardi Gras plans later today. Once again, looks like most of the storms get out of here around 1 p.m. The parades don't start until 2. So it looks like your afternoon, later afternoon, and evening plans will be good to go. Let's start off with the severe weather outlook. Remember, I'm watching that chat if you want to ask any questions on Facebook or YouTube. Level 2 slight risk for most of our area, our far western areas, including a portion of Washington County and then the western portions of our Mississippi counties and the marginal risk. I think based on recent radar trends, the highest threat area will probably be coastal around and along I-65 point south. People in the Florida Panhandle will have to pay attention around 8, 9, 10 o'clock this morning as a line of thunderstorms moves through. Couple of the threats that we're looking at this morning, we do have a tornado threat with this. It is the lower end 5% area in that brown, so something that we're just going to have to watch for. One big thing with this, make sure you have ways to get severe weather warnings this morning, as we could have a few spin-up tornadoes, and you're going to want to be able to get tornado warnings if they're issued. Also severe thunderstorm warnings, when that would include the possibility of strong winds 58 miles per hour or greater. We do have that severe wind risk in place. Notice it's kind of a coastal focus there, that yellow area, that's that 15% risk. And that's just the area that we could see some stronger thunderstorms. So we'll watch that, of course. Right now, though, we have no immediate severe weather threat. We'll be watching that a little bit later this morning. I want to give you a look at the current picture and what's happening. We have a low pressure system just sitting off to our north right now in about central Mississippi. And it sent out this line of showers and thunderstorms. And the radar trends are showing a couple of good things and a couple interesting things. The good thing is you see all of this rain that's right ahead of this here. In fact, some of us are getting showers this morning. That may help to limit our severe weather threat, but that does mean that we'll get rain for a slightly longer period of time this morning into the early afternoon as this match of rain slowly moves across the Fox 10 viewing area. Another thing that we're noticing is over the last few scans, we've seen a slight increase in thunderstorms over south central Mississippi here, kind of just north of Hattiesburg. And we'll be watching that very closely, especially on the southern portions of the line, because anything that develops in the southern portion of the line, right now on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain near Louisiana, anything that pushes through southern Mississippi, that's what will impact our area. So we're just going to watch the radar trends very closely. I do want to sample a couple of things right now. If you're stepping out the door this morning, you will notice it's rather mild and rather humid. Temperatures are in the 60s. It is 63 degrees in Mobile, 62 in New Orleans, 63 in the Biloxi. But we do have rain that is going on this morning. Here's a look at the dew points. This is a measure of moisture in the air, and this is really important because in order to get stronger thunderstorms, we need high moisture. We want these numbers to be around 68 to 70 to see favorable severe weather conditions. And notice that most areas we just do not see that. So that is a good thing to lower that severe weather threat, but that does not mean we won't get rain. It is likely that we will get rain this morning, and then the possibility of those thunderstorms. Just looks like there's some question marks about the severe weather threat. So if you are stepping out the door early this morning, temperatures in the 60s, make sure you're grabbing the rain gear because thunderstorms will be possible. Showers starting now, but then the thunderstorms start as well. In fact, there might be a few rumbles of thunder in South Mobile County right now because of a little storm that's moving through. And then we'll keep the thunderstorms through around 8, 9, 10, 11 in the morning and getting towards the eastern portions of our area in the early afternoon, the noontime hour, 1 o'clock, and then it pushes out of here. Here's the current radar. And you notice I mentioned that we're watching radar trends very, very closely. Looking at this now, we do still have that area of rain that is well ahead of the main line, which seems to be developing right back here, right now crossing over Hattiesburg. But let me put this to the current picture here. We are watching this area near Hattiesburg. That's a line of thunderstorms that'll be developing, and we'll watch that pass through the area. It looks like it's going to enter the far corner of the northwest corner of the Fox 10 viewing area right around probably the next hour or so. So when we start our morning coverage on Fox 10. And then we have this area of rain showers going on right now. We'll continue to watch radar trends, but either way, you have this coming at you this morning. So if you have morning plans through the morning and early afternoon, have the rain gear, get ready, because it will be raining out there. We'll give you the closer view now of that radar. And I want to zoom in to this kind of section that has become slightly stronger. I mean, just ever so slightly in the past little while here. The section that I'm talking about is right here, just north of Hattiesburg. We'll watch to see if this develops more, and if it does, that means we might see more of a line of thunderstorms. Otherwise, you can see this is just light to moderate rain that we're dealing with right now, and some embedded thunder. Now, looking at the current radar, and I do have lightning enabled on this, and if I push this back over the past few hours, you will see that if you're in like southern Mobile County, noting rumbling going on in Grand Bay, yeah, there were a few rumbles of thunder thanks to some lightning strikes that were moving north onshore in our coastal Mississippi areas and southern Mobile County. Looks like the lightning has died off at this point, but we do have rain that is now overspreading the area. So anyone in Mobile County, Jackson, George, Greene County, now Washington, Clark County, dealing with light to moderate rain. No immediate severe weather threat, but we'll watch the severe weather threat a little bit later today. Also some rain now moving into Baldwin County. Let's go through it with Futurecast, so pay attention here if you have plans. This is with the HRRR. 7 a.m. it shows the scattering of rain across the area, maybe a little bit lesser than what the radar is actually showing. So add a little bit of light rain to this picture here. By 8 o'clock, you can see some thunderstorms possible in coastal Mississippi and then some scattered showers ahead of that. So we're going to be dealing with rain around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. 9 o'clock on Saturday, a few embedded thunderstorms in there. Otherwise, rain, severe weather threat generally remaining low. However, we'll just be watching it closely. Make sure you have ways to get warnings through the morning. Then 10 a.m. on Saturday in Baldwin County, Escambia County, Florida, Escambia County, Alabama, Monroe, and Conecuh County, Alabama as well. So if you're along I-65, if you have to be traveling on I-65 today, be prepared that around 10 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., it may be rough going because of rain that's in the area and possibly some thunderstorms there. By 11 o'clock, it moves into the Florida Panhandle, Pensacola. You'll be dealing with a line of showers and thunderstorms. Also, places east of Bruton and then east of Evergreen and I-65 there in Conecuh County, you'll be dealing with showers and possibly some thunderstorms as well. Notice by noon, Okaloosa County, Destin, Fort Walton Beach begins to deal with this. It is out of here by 1, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is when parades roll. And look at that, the forecast much better. I can't rule out isolated sprinkles, but it does look like we go drier and cooler as well. By around 7 o'clock, the temperature will start to go down, I think. And the rest of Saturday, the rest of today, after that line passes, actually looks rather decent, partly to mostly cloudy skies out there, and then temperatures dropping down. So here's your day planner for today. Thunderstorms in the morning. Then we go mostly cloudy for the rest of the day. So the parade plan's looking fine. Let's go through those parade forecasts for you. DIP, we have Order of Rolling River happening today. Can't rule out a few showers, but the main severe weather stuff is past. The line of storm is past. Temperatures will be dropping from 69 degrees at 2 p.m. Mix of clouds and sun other than the showers. Also, Bayport Parading Society and Mystic DJ Riders. This is Mobile Route A in downtown Mobile. And I've kind of included a wider swath of hours here just so you can see. If you're somebody who gets out there early, be prepared that we could still have some showers around noon, maybe even some rumbles of thunder. But 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, those rain chances really do drop, becomes more isolated. Temperatures right around 69 degrees, so it does look like a good forecast then. And then later this evening, it does look like a good forecast for parades as well as temperatures begin to cool down. Now let's look at the full weekend forecast, shall we? So we can see what we have coming up on Sunday. Sunday begins a much quieter forecast with cooler temperatures, more seasonable, and very nice weather overall. We do have a parade going on Sunday there. This is down in Dauphin Island. On Dauphin Island, the Massacre Island Secret Society Parade. 50 degrees. Notice the drop in temperatures there. Yeah, it'll be very different, so grab your jackets if you're going to the Sunday parade on Dauphin Island. Winds northwest at 10 miles per hour, that northwest wind bringing in that cooler air and drier air as well. Rain chances over the next 7 days, they tank to 0. And it looks like the next 6 days of the 7-day forecast are dry. Temperatures go down to seasonable levels. It'll be quite nice, I think. Average 62 degrees. We're going to be floating right around that. Our average lows are in the 40s, and you see that. We're going to be right around there. So that's the good thing to see. After we get through our storm tracker alert day here on Saturday, 90% chance of rain. Remember, if you have plans this morning and early afternoon, grab that rain gear. Then we go dry for the rest of the week. So that's what we have for us. Remember, I'm monitoring the comments here, and what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave this stream running with the radar going on in the background. And I'll leave this up for a little while. Then as we prepare for Fox 10 News at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, we'll switch, of course, to that. But I'll leave the radar up there. If you have any questions, you can drop them there in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer those. Of course, we're just going to be keeping track of the showers and thunderstorms that are moving through this morning. But for now, it looks like severe weather threat generally remaining low. There's still some question marks, of course. Right now, we're dealing with the rain showers that are moving through and some embedded rumbles of thunder. So we'll start you off real quick. I'll have the 7-day forecast up if you need to check anything, and then we'll go to radar, and I'll leave radar up for a little while so you can see that. So we're going to keep you updated here. If anything happens, I might pop back onto this live stream. So make sure you have the Fox 10 News app, Fox 10 Weather app ready to go today so you can get warnings if any warnings are issued. Otherwise, we'll keep you updated here at Fox 10. I'll switch it to radar, and I'll see you. Make sure you tune in to Fox 10 News at 7 a.m. All right, now we're approaching 6:45 this morning. I wanted to hop on here, let you know that we're actually going to wrap up this live stream and switch to the programming. It's very soon. It's coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll be on Fox 10 News at 7 and 8. Couple notes for you here. Right now, the current situation, it's light to moderate rain, no immediate severe weather threat. However, later this morning, we will watch for the potential of the development of maybe some stronger storms. Otherwise, just be prepared for rain this morning and possibly some rumbles of thunder. So if you have to be driving around anywhere from now until about 9, 10 o'clock, if you're in Mobile, Baldwin County, and then around 1 o'clock all the way through our Florida counties, just prepare for the rain. Make sure you have your rain gear ready. Later this afternoon, it does look like this clears up, so any parades this afternoon, maybe a couple sprinkles, but otherwise the forecast is looking much better. I want to give you a couple tips. Number one, have ways to get warnings this afternoon, later this morning and early this afternoon. One of the best ways to do that, of course, is the Fox 10 weather app. Make sure you have it downloaded. We've been keeping it updated this morning. And then also, if you want to watch something like what we've had on right now with just the live radar going, because I know a few of y'all have been watching that, we do have another live stream. It's available on our Fox 10 Gulfstream apps. It's also available on the website, fox10tv.com, in the live streaming section or watch live section. It is a 24/7 radar channel that shows radar, and it actually shows the latest run of Futurecast in just a loop. So if you want to have that up, I'll be honest, sometimes I'll keep that up in my house and I'll just have it on in the background. There's like a little weather scan thing going on. So it's a great tool. It has no sound with it. It's just the radar, sequences through a few graphics, and then pulls up the Futurecast. So if you want to watch that, that is also available if you go to fox10tv.com or the Fox 10 Gulfstream. So we have that there. I'll be keeping active on Facebook today. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course, Nicholas Herboso on Facebook. The @ is at KNBHWX. Otherwise, we thank you for joining us, and tune in to Fox 10 News at 7 o'clock here on this Saturday morning. Stay dry.